The United Nations just declared that Israel is in fact committing genocide in Gaza. That is it. That's all we got. As human beings, that is the highest institution on this planet just declared that Israel is in fact committing genocide. So every government, every politician, every journalist who has backed Israel over the past 2 years, you are complicit in what you're about to hear.
The Commission concluded that Israel has committed genocide against the Palestinian people in Gaza, and that it is continuing with that genocide. Every day that passes, the killings and the starvation of the Palestinians continue. On 22nd August, the Famine Review Committee determined that famine is currently occurring. In our report, the Commission found that the Israeli authorities and Israeli security forces committed and are continuing to commit the following underlying acts of genocide against the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. 1, killing members of the group. 2, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group. 3, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. And 4, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. The Commission concludes that statements made by Israeli authorities are direct evidence of genocidal intent. The Commission also concludes that the pattern of conduct is circumstantial evidence for genocidal intent, and that genocidal intent was the only reasonable inference that could be drawn from a totality of the evidence. Therefore, the Commission concludes that the Israeli authorities and Israeli security forces have the genocidal intent to destroy, in whole or in part, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. The Commission concludes that many Israeli political and military leaders, including President Isaac Herzog, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and then Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, had incited the commission of genocide.
And it's an important point that the United Nations is using the genocidal statements made by Israeli officials as reasons why this is definitely genocidal, because it's about the intent of the people who've been committing the genocide. And so much of what you've heard from the Israeli government and its politicians has been implying that everybody in Gaza, including the civilians, is responsible for October 7th. Which means that when Israel went into Gaza in October 2023 in response to the attacks by Hamas of October 7th, they were treating everybody in Gaza as fair game because they held them all responsible. The Israeli government even put out tweets blaming